So it is Tuesday, May 25th, and I'm going to do my recap. Small losing day for me. I mean, super small break even. Basically, I lost $18. So, choppy day, not much going on. I mean, at least later in the market, early in the market, there were a few good opportunities there, and I missed a few. And the one that I didn't miss, that was picture perfect playbook trade. I just didn't go with big size. So, yeah, it pretty much affected me in that sense. So yeah, let's take a look at the day. So my first trade of the day was BEKE, which was my playbook setup. Why? Because it was opening. I mean, honestly, it was a perfect playbook setup. It was opening between L4 and L5, and it was really close to L4. So that means there's a good chance of it. Like, if it rejects L4, it's gonna come back to L5 or go all the way down to L5. So a little bit of a shame because I went short 700 shares at 9:31 and I got stopped out. Probably put the stop loss a little bit too soon. I wanted to put it above the daily open. I should have maybe given it more room, maybe to the 50s or whatnot. But yeah, so I did lose like $189 in that trade, which was a shame. And yeah, because the whole, it rejected, and then it come all the way down. I mean, the problem is my entry was a little bit late, 50:15. I would have liked to get in a little bit earlier, around the 30s. Honestly, that's would have been that's where I would have felt comfortable getting in. Is right with the daily open breakdown. But as you can see, there was not a lot of volume in these first few candles. I mean, not super crazy volume throughout the day, but especially here, there wasn't a lot of volume and it was a little bit choppy. So I didn't really want to give it too much room. Maybe it spikes up, but in hindsight, I should have really pushed the envelope a little bit more here. It's a really good setup. It's one of my bread and butter setups, and it's a shame that I didn't take more advantage of it. I mean, I did, however, go 300 shares short. It's because I didn't have more shares to short at that time because it's not hard to borrow, as you can see here. And I nailed this trade. I mean, I really did. It's calling me now. So yeah, I went short 300 shares, and I just covered really well. I mean, I covered at 49.10, and the rest I covered at 48.66. So, I did the playbook trade. I covered, so I got in around here. Well, what time did I get in at? 9:50, 9:43. So I got in right over here with a stop loss above the daily open. Um, and it just worked out really well. Got out here, got out around here, and just yeah, I mean, usual size with 1,000 shares or whatnot, that would have been a $1,500 winner, more or less, give or take. It is a shame that it's just such a small winner. That happens because I don't know why I wasn't like super comfortable in the trade. I mean, I guess because look at these big wicks. Like these candles are, 50 points. Sorry, 50 cents a candle. So I wasn't really super super comfortable with the trade. So that's why I went that small size, also because of the hard to borrow. Although I was able to borrow more shares. Could have gotten in here, honestly. That was my mistake. Because you really have to take advantage of these playbook setups, to be honest. Other trades I got in is MERA. I got in MERA. First time I went short 700. No, I went short like 1,400 shares. Yeah, so I went short 1,400 shares. So right around here, I was seeing this rejection, and I wanted to go short for a daily open breakdown. So that's what I did. I went short 22.32, 22.33, a little bit late. So right here, 9:32, a little bit too late, and I had to sit through this pullback. But the thing is, I would have liked to put my stop loss above the daily open or above here, but I didn't really have time to do that. And the thing is, it was showing a lot of resistance on the tape, right? So I wanted to give it a little bit more room. And it is a shame here because I covered at 22.21. That was a shame because I should have put my target was L4. I should have moved the limit orders to L4, or at least to 22 level. And I didn't do that. I was too slow to act. And I mean, honestly, I just didn't do it. Not too slow to, I just didn't do it. And, I paid the price because it could have been a $400, $500 winner. And instead, it was just basically, what, $140 winner. So that was a bummer. Then EDU got me a little bit today, to be honest. EDU did get me many times. Another playbook setup that I missed. It was between R4 and R5 opening. As you can see here, it comes all the way down to R4, holds perfectly, and I started to see it curl around here, and I don't know why I didn't get in. Again, I have to be quicker and better to react to these setups. It kind of is similar to BKE in a way, kind of not really. But yeah, I don't know why I didn't get in it. Look how perfectly it gets all the way up to R5. So that is a big shame, to be honest. Should have really taken much more advantage of that. So frustrating that I didn't get in here, or I didn't get in here for the daily open breakout. It was a perfect breakout on the 5 minute chart. Yeah, just perfect breakout setup. And so what? How did I trade it? Well, I think I went long 1,000 shares at 1023 at 948. So there was a while that I didn't trade. So I wanted to go long over here. Why? Because it was starting. I wanted it to see if it could hold the daily open and maybe come up, but it didn't work out. I put my stop loss at 1018 or something like that, but this huge just gap down just got me out at 1013. So I lost $100 in that trade. Then I got into MARA again, and that was like a stupid short. Covered it really quickly. Wasn't the best trade, honestly. I went short 700 shares at 957, so right around here at 1045, so a very late entry. And I got stopped out. I didn't want to give it much room. Okay, it did give me a little bit of, but nothing. Honestly, it was a bad trade going for the daily open breakdown there. It was a bad trade knowing that we gapped up and it was holding above. So honestly, I should have looked for the long, but it's just hard for me to go long. Something that I still have to work on. Would have been much better if I could have waited around here and then go long, but I didn't do that. So lost $70 there. And then I tried to go short EDU. That didn't work out. Got stopped out, because I was thinking like, hey, if it's not coming up, maybe it's going to come down around here. I was at 1003. And then I wanted to go, and then, yeah. So I covered, and then I went long one more time, 2,000 shares at 1024. And it just, it stopped me out in this candle, and then look. So I did have a really good idea. On the 5 minute chart, it looked really good. I didn't want to give it too much room just in case it happened again. And, I put my stop loss at 1017. It touched 1016. Maybe I could have put it around here. It's a big shame because it did come all the way up. And, with 2,000 shares, I would have really, would be up in this trade, nice $500, So it is what it is. Last trade, SPCE, small, ever so slightly small scalp. Right over here, I went short very late too, 1045, covered 1038. Not much there. And maybe I could have gone long again. Got long after the hold of the daily open level, but, everything's just been so choppy later on in the day. SP, I was looking at the S&P because everything was kind of falling at the same time, and you can see this breakdown around here, but then look how it holds, forms a higher low. It rebounding. So even the market is choppy. Everything is choppy right now. In the first few minutes there was good direction in the market, but then later on not. So a little bit disappointed. I'm disappointed, but things that I have to work on is these setups. These breakout trades on the 5 minute chart. I should be able to take them more often than not. Like in Riot, MARA, especially because, I was able to be flexible in EDU, but I wasn't as flexible in MARA because I did see the hold over here. And if I got out, that was for a reason. That means that I could have gone long. I should have gone long there. So I do want to start being more flexible in that sense, it is hard because imagine, I would have maybe been stopped out in BKE here, and then I go long, and then I get, obviously crushed. So it is a little bit of a interesting, thing to do, But here yesterday, I think I went short again here in MARA, and then it held, and I should have gone long, Same thing here. I have to be better at taking these setups, these breakout setups. I have to be really much more willing to take them. So yeah, I could have gone long here, put a stop at the daily open. That would have been a nice trade. So yeah, I mean, second day of the week, you know, um, not much going on. Yesterday I had a $1,250 winner. Today, $18 loser. So average is still $624 up. Um, yeah, honestly, it was just uneventful. Very. I mean, it had a lot of things. I messed up EDU 3 times. Okay, so yeah, it is what it is. What it is. Very choppy day. Have to take more advantage of these type of setups, and that's pretty much it. Not much more to say, to be honest. I'll be back here tomorrow, and yeah, I'll go to the gym now, then come back, categorize my trades, and man, I do have to be better with playbook trades like these, like L4 to L5, R4 to R5. Just really try to catch the trades, and really try to go for them. Because there's a highly likelihood than not that it's gonna work out. Like BKE, I should have really loaded up on this trade, man. I should have really done it. Unfortunately, the first stop loss, because that would have changed everything. If I wouldn't have, if I wouldn't have been stopped out. But it is what it is. I had another chance over here. That didn't work out, so yeah, there's not much more to say. I mean, SPCE, yeah, choppy too. I did see this higher low. Would have been a nice maybe trade to go there. Maybe a breakout around here. Maybe that would have been nice too. I don't know. I didn't. There was not really. I was looking for. Even though I was looking for this. I was gonna look for this trade, because it rejected L3, and I was gonna look for the daily open breakdown here. Oopsie. Yeah, I didn't do it in this case. I proved to be right. It would have been yeah. I would have been stopped out, and so on. But yeah, I don't know. Choppy day, man. Choppy day. Choppy day. What can I say? Choppy day. What can I say? Rhymes and everything. Yeah, there's not much opportunity. I mean, MARA had a previous day close, 2 previous day close shorts. That would have been interesting. Interesting setups around here. But still, it was just not very clean. Not the best day, honestly. Not the best day at all. So yeah. See you guys tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of the day.